Some names don't just appear in credits, they become a part of our memories, our childhoods, our culture. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was one of those names. Malcolm-Jamal Warner wasn't just an actor. He was a symbol of intelligence, dignity, and quiet brilliance on screen. Best known for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, Malcolm helped shape a generation's view of what it meant to be young, black, and hopeful in America. But in July 2025, everything changed. Before the headlines, before the heartbreak, there was a boy with dreams and a world that watched him grow. Born in Jersey City in 1970, Malcolm was raised by a single mother who saw his talent early. By age 14, he had landed the role of Theo, the witty, relatable, deeply human son of Cliff and Claire Huxtable. It wasn't just a character. It was a mirror for millions of black families who rarely saw themselves portrayed with honesty and love. He was nominated for Emmys, directed episodes of the show, and later went on to star in series like Malcolm and Eddie, Read Between the Lines, and The Resident. Off-screen, he pursued music and poetry, his voice calm, thoughtful, and always intentional. Malcolm stayed away from the spotlight when he wasn't working. He kept his relationships private. He never courted scandal. And in an industry filled with noise, he chose peace. He loved nature. He loved the quiet. And when he could, he traveled not to escape, but to breathe. In early July 2025, Malcolm took a vacation to Costa Rica with his wife and daughter, both largely unknown to the public out of respect for their privacy. On the morning of July 5th, he reportedly went for a walk along Playa Cockles, a serene beach on Costa Rica's Caribbean coast. Locals say the water was calm at first, but the tide shifted quickly. Witnesses said Malcolm was wading in waist-deep water when a sudden current swept through, catching him off guard. He wasn't far from shore, but strong rip currents don't always look dangerous. They just pull. He disappeared from view. His family screamed for help. Locals and tourists dove into search. By the time lifeguards arrived and pulled him out, it was too late. The official cause of death was asphyxia by submersion, accidental drowning. He was only 54. We've lost many stars. But this one felt different. Because Malcolm didn't just entertain us, he grew up with us. When the news broke, confusion followed. Was this another celebrity death hoax? Social media went into overdrive, fact-checking the story. But as confirmations rolled in from Costa Rican authorities and Warner's publicist, the truth set in. Bill Cosby, his on-screen father, spoke out, saying that Malcolm's death reopened deep wounds. Cosby's real son, Ennis, was murdered in 1997. Now, another young man he helped raise, on screen at least, was gone. Fans across the world lit candles, posted memories, and shared how Malcolm's characters had shaped their lives. He was the first black teenager I saw on TV who acted like me, one post read. Theo Huxtable was real. And Malcolm made him that way. But Malcolm wasn't just Theo. He was a poet, a thinker, a father. In the years after The Cosby Show, Malcolm quietly built a life filled with meaning. He published poetry. He produced music. He mentored young actors. And he raised a daughter, his proudest achievement, according to close friends. He believed in using art for healing. He believed in community. He believed that fame should be handled with humility, not ego. And even in his death, he leaves behind something more than sorrow. He leaves a legacy of integrity, rare in Hollywood. He didn't die in scandal. He didn't die in shame. He died as he lived, quietly, privately, and surrounded by those who mattered most. Malcolm-Jamal Warner's story didn't end with applause. It ended in the silence of the sea, on a beach far from lights and cameras. But maybe that's the way he would have wanted it. His daughter will remember a father who read poetry by moonlight. His wife will remember a man who never chased headlines, only peace. And the world will remember Theo, not just as a character, but as the boy who became a man and gave us something real in a world full of fiction. Rest in peace, Malcolm. You weren't just part of the show. You were part of the soul.